What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disciplined Paths, Disciplined Weightlifting. On this week's edition, we're going to be talking about the squat, the front squat, back squat, overhead squat, why we do it, how often, what kind of sets, reps you're looking for. So let's get started. So let's talk about the squat. So why do we do the squat for weightlifting? Weightlifting is a sport of the snatch and the clean and jerk. So why are we squatting so often? Well, squat helps develop our leg strength. Okay, the front squat helps develop our posture for the clean. The overhead squat helps us develop stability for the snatch. So these are some reasons that we squat for weightlifting. We want to get our legs stronger so that we can therefore clean and snatch more weight. But we are not tested in the squat specifically. So there's kind of this funny line we have to kind of transverse, because we don't want to squat so much that it affects our snatch and clean and jerk in training, right? We want to keep the intensity to a certain point where I can still snatch and clean and jerk to my full potential without overloading my system or central nervous system with too much squat volume. Also, the risk for injury in a squat, especially a really heavy one, is a little bit high. So it's not like you're going to die every time you go for a 1 rep max squat. It's just if you squat to a max frequently, especially like these squat every day programs are really popular now. So if you squat to a max every day and you try to push that one day a little bit too hard and you end up injuring yourself, then you can't compete in the clean and jerk and the snatch. So therefore you're not having really good carryover to the sport of weightlifting. Remember, the sport of weightlifting is always only about the snatch and the clean and jerk. All it matters is how much you lift in competition in those two lifts. So how much you squat really doesn't matter. If you can back squat 200 kilos and you can clean 200 kilos, or clean and jerk 200 kilos, it doesn't matter. As long as you can clean and jerk it, it doesn't really matter if you can back squat it or not. Anyway, so we want to keep the intensity kind of moderate. So you're going to be squatting a lot for weightlifting because you're going to be doing snatch, clean and jerk, which is also a squatting type movement. But the back squat, front squat, and overhead squat volume should be kind of monitored. The way I do it is I squat 3 times a week. So I squat Tuesday, I squat Thursday, and I squat Saturday. I do some sort of variation of a tempo squat, whether it be a slow or a pause on the snatch, on the front squat or the back squat. And overhead squat, I usually throw into a complex, whether it be like a snatch complex, something just to develop more stability. I don't really do it on its own too much, because again, it's not really like a huge builder of the snatch, just that stability component kind of helps in developing overhead strength and upper back strength. But so what else was I going to say? Anyway, front squat also, it's really more about posture. I know a lot of people like the front squat heavy to develop their quads, but I really like it for posture reasons. So I try to keep it to a point where I'm not going so heavy that my posture kind of sucks during it, because you're never going to be catching a clean with shitty posture, or you won't catch a clean well with shitty posture. So make sure when you're front squatting, I know you might be able to go heavier, even if your form starts to break down, you can still kind of grind out that rep, and that might be good once in a while, but you want to keep your intensity on that to a point where you can maintain your posture the entire time. That's going to give you the biggest carryover to a clean or a clean and jerk. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the squat. I thought I'd give you guys kind of how often I squat and why I do certain things the way I do. I also do 1 day a week where I kind of alternate back squat and front squat, and I go heavy on those days for multiple reps, so 10 singles, just to practice technique, practice form, and try to go a little heavier, get my legs used to being under heavy weight. But it's a weight I know I can handle for singles, so something I could probably hit for 3 if I wanted to, or hit for 5 if I wanted to, and I'll just do singles there over and over and over again, try to rest 2 or 3 minutes between sets. Anyway, it's hot out, it's a beautiful day, and this has been Disciplined Paths, Disciplined Weightlifting. I'll see you guys next week. Also, sign up for Murph. It's coming up soon. Last day to sign up is Friday to get a t-shirt. I'm out. Bye.